So I guess decided to do this documentary just to show people that kind of running the company is not straightforward. It's not kind of you get started tomorrow and within a year you're going to see a great deal of success. There's actually a lot of effort and a lot of people involved, especially for me anyway. So what I want to do is I want to share my story on how we've managed to get to where we are now as a company compared to when it started in 2011. So just to let you guys know, the company started on like 2011, and I was doing this whilst doing another job part-time. Fast forward a few years, 2020 was the first year we did over 1 million in revenue. So we did 1.2 million in 2020, and then in 2021 we did 1.6 million in revenue, and 2022 our financial year ends next year January. So we're on target now to doing 1.8 million. So that's kind of where we are now, and it doesn't mean there's all that money in the bank. That's not what it means, because especially with the business that I'm in, you got to reinvest everything. You got most of the money you make, you have to send right back out. You have to spend it on advertising, you have to spend it on the things you need to run the job day to day, you need to spend it on staff, you need to spend it on a lot of things. And actually there was 7 months where at the start of this year where we made no money. So we were actually at a loss for 7 months as a company. And what tends to happen is the more money that comes in, the harder it becomes to manage and understand, okay, what's your money and what's other people's money. Because I didn't even factor in the ad spend we're taking, because that would put us to like 3.4 million last year in revenue. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And yeah, sure, there's a lot of fun things with running a business and seeing it succeed, but there's also a lot of things that not a lot of people talk about, and I think that's what I want to discuss with you all. From as long as I can remember, I've always been fascinated by the Bentley Continental GT. That's been my dream car. Whenever anyone would drive past in the Bentley Continental GT, I couldn't help but turn my head and just look at it. I was so fascinated by the car, I even had it as my screensaver. From as young as 14, I think 15, when I got my first laptop computer, everyone knew this was the dream car for me, and they would always tease me about it and say, "Have you got your Bentley Continental yet, George? Is it on its way?" As a laugh, people used to say that to me. It was last year, November, to November 2021, that I was able to achieve that goal and actually get the car that I've always wanted. The car in itself is great, but it's more what it represents. It represents the fact that I was able to achieve a goal I never thought I could achieve. And now what it's done to my mental state is it's just kind of broken my worldview a little bit, in the sense of I can do anything I put my mind to it. Like, this is something I never thought could be achieved. So now I'm like, right, what's next? What can I do next? And that's kind of what the car represents for me.